How does it make money? Imagine you decide to start a brokerage tomorrow morning. You have the capital, you can assemble a team, and you can build a website. But there's one very simple question. Where does the money in this business actually come from? Meaning, a customer comes to your brokerage, opens an account, buys gold, or trades euro to dollar. So, where exactly in this trade do you make money? Today, I want to break down this topic for you from scratch, not with phrase terminology, but very simply, so that even if you've never worked with a brokerage structure before, by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how this business makes money. And to make sure it sticks in your mind, I've tried to explain the whole story objectively and step by step. I'm Mehdi Ali Rezai from the Unicorn Brokers team, and today we're going to find out what the revenue model of brokers is like and why brokers are currently in such high demand with so many people looking to start this business. First of all, let's understand what a broker actually is and what they do. A broker is like an intermediary between the customer and the market. For example, if you want to trade gold, you're not going to call a major global bank directly and say, "Hello, I want to buy half a lot of gold right now." No one there is waiting for a call from you or me. You enter a platform called a broker, you see the price, you click buy, the order's placed, and the broker systems behind the scenes manage this order. Quite simply, customer, broker, market. And the broker is the bridge between the customer and the market, playing a vital role right here. Now, why is this business attractive? An interesting fact I should mention is that according to the Bank for International Settlements, in April 2025, an average of about $9.6 trillion was traded daily in the global market. Of course, this doesn't mean a new broker will have a large share of this figure, but it shows you that we're talking about a massive industry with so much money in it. Now, let's get to the main question. How does a broker make money from this flow of trades? As a broker myself, how am I making money? And the first part that I want to explain to you is a part called the spread. The first word you need to learn is spread. Spread means the difference between the buy and sell price. That's it. If this sentence is unclear to you, let me give you a very familiar example. Suppose you go to a physical currency exchange and on their board it says, for example, "We buy dollars or euros from you for 90 and sell them to you for 91." Well, why does the exchange have one price for buying and one price for selling? Because there is a gap between these two prices, right? And in trading markets, such a gap also exists, which the exchange can actually profit from. For example, suppose on the screen of two prices in the financial market, like right here where I'm showing you, the sell price is 1.235 and the buy price is 1.2352. This small gap between these two prices is called the spread. Now, your question is probably, okay, I got that, but where exactly does the broker make money? This part's important. Suppose the broker receives the price from a larger source. This source gives it the buy price and the sell price. The broker can add a small markup to this gap in its own pricing model. For example, it receives a 1-unit gap itself, but shows a 3-unit gap to its customer. That extra part, after considering costs, can be part of the broker's income. So the broker doesn't need to make $100 from one trade. It might have a very small amount of income from one trade, but these small amounts can work miracles, and the magic of this business is exactly here: volume. Suppose, just as an educational example, each trade on average generates $2 of gross income for your system this way. If you have 10 trades a day, well, that's $20. It's definitely not attractive. But if you have 10,000 trades a day, it becomes $20,000 in gross income. Again, I emphasize this number is a mathematical example, not that every broker actually has such an income. But it shows the business logic that a small income on each trade multiplied by a large number of these trades creates a large number. And here you finally realize why the volume of customers' trades is so important for the broker. And let's move on to the next section, which is commission. It's our second way, it's much simpler, and what does commission mean? It means a fee. For the services I provide you, well, I take a fee in return. I'm managing the trades, I'm giving you the system. All of these have a cost that we call a fee, meaning the broker directly says, for example, every time you make a TR trade, I'll charge you a fee for executing this trade. For instance, they say for every specific volume you open in a trade, let's say you open a one lot trade, I'll charge you $5. $5 actually. So if a client comes and opens more lots, a higher trading volume, there will be more commission here. There's an interesting point here. Sometimes a broker advertises and says, without commission free trading accounts. Well, the client thinks that's great, so trading's free here. But not necessarily. The broker might not charge a separate commission, but they might have a higher spread. Or another broker might have a very low spread, but charge a higher commission. So when we're examining a broker's business, we shouldn't just ask how much the commission is, we need to see how the overall revenue model is designed. Then you can, by playing with these, prepare different packages for your clients and enter this marketing and competition market. Let's move on to the next section, which is called the liquidity section. In the liquidity section, first of all, let's know what liquidity means. Liquidity means how easily you can buy or sell something without running into trouble finding a counterparty. Very simple. I'll give an example. Suppose I'm holding a regular pen in my hand. Okay, and I want to sell this in a crowded market. There are 100 people who are ready to buy it from me right now. So selling this pen is easy. So we say that the cashability or liquidity is high. Now, suppose I have a very strange item. I have a vintage item that maybe only one or two people in the whole city would buy. To sell it, I have to search a lot, find a lot of customers. So its liquidity creation is low, and in financial markets, exactly the same logic exists. Because when a client clicks buy, there really must be another party for the trade to take place. There must be enough buying and selling volume available. Companies and institutions that provide these prices and trading capacity to the broker are called liquidity providers. And to put it in very simple terms, think of a liquidity provider as a market wholesaler. The broker often takes the wholesale price from them and offers it to their own client, and now we've come to markup. What does markup mean? It means adding a margin to the price. For example, a wholesaler gives a product to a shopkeeper for $100,000. The shopkeeper then sells that same item for $105,000. That extra $5,000 is conceptually similar to a markup. In brokerage, a liquidity provider might give a price, and the broker adds a small amount to this price, or the bid-ask spread, and this small amount at high volume can turn into a revenue stream. So a markup isn't anything strange or unusual. In very simple terms, you take the wholesale price and offer it to the customer with a margin. Of course, there are transaction execution costs, technology, liquidity provision, and risk management. Therefore, this entire margin isn't necessarily the broker's net profit. And now we'll move on to the next section. Let's see what happens to these trades themselves and, in fact, how this model is managed in the brokerage so that you can reach this income. And the first question we might want to ask is, well, when a customer makes a purchase, what does the broker do with this trade? And there are three well-known terms here: a book, B-book, and hybrid or mixed. And to explain it very simply, in the A-book model, the broker says, I don't want to keep the risk of this trade myself. So they transfer the trade or the associated risk to an external provider. Here, the broker acts like an intermediary and can earn income from the spread, commission, or price margin. But in the B-book model, the broker might manage part of the trades and risk within their own system. For example, imagine that inside the brokerage, 100 people are buying gold and 80 people are selling gold. Some of these buys and sells can cancel each other out. The broker can manage part of this flow internally, but there's a very important point here. This model can create risk because if the market moves sharply and is affected by news, or if a large number of customers want to buy or sell in one direction, the broker must control their risk very carefully because it creates a lot of risks and alerts and things like that for them. That's why there's a third model called hybrid, meaning a combination where part of the trade is managed internally and part is transferred externally, and the system decides based on the conditions. But we won't go into it further in this video because it could be a whole video on its own. But what we need to understand today is that a broker's income isn't just a simple commission. The pricing model, trading volume, spread, commission, price margin, and risk management methods all together build the business. Now, how does this business actually get started? You see, this business has many different elements, meaning you have to provide a large part of the infrastructure for it. It's not like you can just say, okay, I figured out how a broker makes money, so I'll go set up a website and start my own brokerage. No, it's not that easy at all. A platform must be prepared for the customer. And this platform isn't just the system or the website. It's a system for CRM, so you can manage your customers, have an IB system, have a liquidity provider, a deposit and withdrawal system, an identity verification system, and a system that can track your rules among, say, 10,000 people who are your clients. Imagine, just think, you have 10,000 users. You can't manually check if each of them is following the rules you've set or if someone is cheating and making money through wrong or illegal actions. There must be a system to check all of this. And I must tell you that Unicorn Brokers provides all the infrastructure you need to build a brokerage. It provides everything from A to Z, and besides that, the customer needs a place to actually trade, see prices, have charts, buy and sell, see their open orders, have their trading history, manage their accounts, and the broker must be able to offer the system under their own brands and implement their own business rules on it. This is where the trading platform becomes one of the most essential components of a brokerage. Meaning, besides these systems I mentioned that Unicorn Brokers provides, there's a trading platform we're offering, and now I want to introduce Unicorn Trader to you. Unicorn Trader is one of the latest products we're offering at Unicorn Brokers, designed for brokerages and prop firms, providing features like advanced charts, order entry and management, viewing open and past trades, market monitoring, and customization of the trading environment in one platform. It's also designed to be offered with the broker's or prop firm's own branding and settings. Meaning, if you want to launch your own brokerage, you don't have to sit down and build a complete trading platform from scratch. You just need to see if Unicorn Trader can align with your business model, what needs you have to actually create that flexibility in Unicorn Trader, and it does all of that for you. Unicorn Trader is a competitive product in today's market, and if we were to compare it with competitors, Unicorn Trader has a much better environment for trading, and it has more tools and instruments for analysis. And actually, the convenience it offers your customers, its user friendliness, is very good. And I should also mention that it has an AI system that you can use for your customers. This means that your customers, by having access to this product, which serves as a significant competitive advantage for you, can also leverage the power of AI. And Unicorn Trader actually comes packed with tons of powerful features that I really want to take the time to explain to you fully in a dedicated video later on. But if you want to test the platform yourself, you just need to go to the Unicorn Brokers website and download the appropriate version for your operating system. Currently, on the Unicorn Trader site, there are versions for Windows, Mac, and Linux. And you can also download mobile versions for iOS and Android from the Apple Store and Play Store platforms. And we've prepared all the platforms, and if your goal isn't just testing the software, and you really want to know how I can launch my own brokerage to have all these services and reach a good income, you definitely need a consultant. And we at Unicorn Brokers provide you with completely free consultations. You can book a session with our technical team through the website. The option to book a broker demo is available on the website page. And in that session, we can review your business model, the technical needs you have, and the requirements and path for launching, and tell you everything in full. And let me tell you that perhaps the most important thing for you in building a brokerage is the costs. And I promise you that after the session, you'll see how we can provide higher quality services at more reasonable and cost effective prices than other competitors. So, if there's only one thing you should remember from this video today, it's that a broker doesn't get rich from one big trade. The brokerage business means building a system that generates small, repeatable margins from thousands and millions of transactions. In the next videos, we'll explore one of the most exciting parts of the story. When a trader clicks the buy button, what exactly happens behind the scenes from that moment until the trade is executed? We're going to explore the awesome features of Unicorn Trader together and then start using them. I hope you found this video helpful. Goodbye.